Getting that wrong. Put up, what is it again?
Put up, shut up, and stand up.
I don't know the name of it, but everybody else does.
Put up, shut up, or stand up. Right? Put up, shut up, stand up.
Put up, put up.
Stand up. You gotta watch Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up with Don Sills. We just had a fucking blast.
That's what I thought. Put up, shut up, stand up. That's what I was gonna say.
All we got's right here. Right now, you know what I mean? Thank you, Jack.
Hey, number one! You playing ball or socializing?
Playing ball, huh?
Play ball! Don't let him get to you!
Playing ball. Maybe tomorrow we'll all wear 42. That way they won't tell us apart.
Ladies and gentlemen, leaders and fighters of the American dream, the best is yet to come! Ladies and gentlemen, leaders and fighters of the American dream, the best is yet to come!
Leaders and fighters of the free world, the best is yet to come!
Leaders and fighters for freedom and liberty in the American dream, the best is yet to come!
Ladies and gentlemen, leaders and fighters of the American dream, the best is yet to come!
Any minute now.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up right here on govsradio.com, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Boxcast. And what does our good friend Ken Pichel always say?
We on TV!
Yes, indeed, we are, folks. I'm your host, Don Sill. This is Benny Gagooch Rizzuti here with you. And we're on Bald Hill, right here, the highest point of Long Island, I'm told.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I've been told.
Really cool statue. A lot of people, especially our Nassau County friends, don't get to come out here often and may not even know that there is a giant monument here for the memorial for the veterans right here on the top of Bald Hill. But without further ado, we have, speaking of veterans,
Yeah.
our good friend Andrew Plajanos is here today. Andy, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, how are you? Hey, guys.
All right, love the t-shirt.
I'm that guy. I'm the guy who wears the t-shirt of the band.
Yeah.
To the concert. You know what? Before we get started, I want to just correct you guys on something. This is not actually the highest point on Long Island. It's a common misconception.
Really?
The
I didn't know.
actual highest point on Long Island is a place called James Hill. It's just about a mile north of Melville. It's only about an elevation of 330 feet here, whereas it's averaged between 387 feet and just over 400 feet in at James Hill. So I just wanted to clear that up.
Wow.
All right.
Andy knows his shit.
No, I want to clear it up. The highest point on Long Island is my garage, baby. All right.
That might be true.
Long Island is where I live.
That is
Okay,
true.
ask any of my neighbors, they'll tell you.
Wherever Benny is.
Wherever
the
I
highest
am is the highest point on Long Island.
We are so high right now, man.
Oh,
We are
dude.
so high, dude.
I think I can see my house, man.
Hello, my name is Dr. Globe, the psychiatrist to the bizarre. I treat vampires, zombies, leprechauns, Santa's elves, Octomom, circus clowns, and stand-up comedians. I am at your service. You can dial 888-354-75309 .pi square. That is my phone number. Call me anytime, and I will make sure to take care of you and all of your psychological problems. I do tend to fall asleep during sessions because I have severe narcolepsy. If you like my derby hat, I got it from Rene Magritte, who was an obscure artist and impressionist who hates his name Renee because it's a girl's name. I've been treating him for 17 years. He's not getting any better, but I charge him the same. Thank you, Dr. Gloob, psychiatrist to the Bazaar. I live here.
Ciao, my friends. It's me, Alfredo Gagoots, celebrity chef, and I love you. Here's a 5 things to remember, never to forget. 5. Here's a 1 thing. If the cat's got your tongue, maybe you eating the wrong pussy. Here's another thing. Whoever says you can't have your cake and eat it too is a lousy cook. You don't want to eat in that house. I go to Taco Bell before I eat over there. Here's another thing. You can't buy a stairway to heaven, but you can buy the Brooklyn Bridge. I got the deed, the Brooklyn Bridge. I sell it to you, no problem. Here's another thing. If the grass always looks greener on the other side, maybe you need a new landscape. I got one more thing. People who dance to the beat of a different drummer got a bongo up their ass. I don't kid you not. And that's the 5 things to remember, never to forget. Ciao, my friends. Thank you. I see you again soon. Mwah, mwah. Holy crap. Holy crapola.
I have to say, I think the most inspirational man of our time is New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio. The guy is an incredible unifier. Everyone hates him. Everyone. Old people hate him. Young people hate him. Black people hate him. White people hate him. Rich people. Poor people. Gay people. Straight people. Democrats. Republicans. Women who pronounce their name Andrea. Women who pronounce their name Andrea. Everybody hates Bill de Blasio. Yet, he was elected mayor. Yet, he lives in a mansion. Yet, he's been on television. Millions of people hate this guy. How many people hate you? What, 2, 3 people tops? Maybe 4, maybe 4. If he can become mayor with millions of people hating him, you could do anything.
Hey you. Yeah, you. You have to subscribe to Don Sill's show, Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up on Govs Radio. It's the show with his buddy Benny. They're good buddies. They're on TV. I don't know what I'm saying.
All right, folks, we're back. We're here on Bald Hill with our good friend Andrew Plajanos and Benny Gagoots Rizzuti here with us. So Andrew, now you know a lot about this area. Yeah, is this where you're from?
I'm originally from Astoria, but I did grow up in Port Jefferson Station, which is about 2 miles north of where we are right now.
Yeah, I love Port Jeff. It's always nice, and they take the ferry right over.
That's hilarious because I'm from Port Jeff Station, which you add station or east to anything, and it's the crappiest place you've ever seen in your life, and that basically holds true.
That is true. I've been to Huntington Station, and that is true.
East northward.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I actually, the first concerts I ever went to were at the Bald Hill Amphitheater, which is just on the other side of the hill.
Yeah, growing up around here must have been nice. You know, I went to that concert hall a few times, Brookhaven Amphitheater. Yep. I saw Joan Jett there, and Leonard Skinner, I think, a bunch of bands. Journey.
Remember when they used to have concerts? I missed that.
It's funny, Joan Jett, we're here at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. I saw Joan Jett on Thanksgiving in Turkey, 1999. USO, wow. She was there with the USO.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Joan Jett's awesome. I would lay in the street for Joan Jett.
Joan Jett rocks.
Yeah.
I love her. Here's a little Joan Jett right now, actually.
I don't give a damn of a reputation. Living in the past is a new generation.
And the dude thinks he's sexy coming to the bed, right? Looks like Snuffleupagus. Hey, Christy. You want to suck me off? Fuck no with your busted Sesame Street dick. Fuck out of here.
All right, everybody. Our next guest is a very funny and talented comedian. You can catch her on her Facebook Live every Thursday with her show, Christy Unleashed with JC Best. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, Christy Miller herself. Christy, how you doing? How's everything going?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. Doing great. I'm so psyched to have you on the show. This is awesome.
Oh, I'm psyched to be on it. It's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. So how you been? How's life been treating you these last few months?
Oh, I feel like Tina Turner in the back of a limo when Ike whooped the ass and I took my 35 cents and had to go to a hotel and get away.
That's a great way to put it. That's awesome. I think we all kind of feel like that a little bit, like a beaten Tina, like a defeated Tina Turner. But you know what Tina ended up doing, right?
Being amazing.
Yes, indeed.
She won. And what happened to Ike? He just found some low-rent white bitches to sing for him that he could smack around, but they never went anywhere.
That's right, and that's what's gonna happen.
That's me.
Yeah. No, we're the Tina, and COVID
Yes.
and COVID is the Ike, and we're
Yes.
all going to succeed from this.
Yes.
And we're all gonna wear really high skirts and dance like crazy and grow our hair out.
Honey, big wheels keep on turning.
If you come down to the river, bet you're gonna find some people who live.
There you go. There you go. That's awesome. Now, I always loved you and you stand up. You have a great vibe on stage. You have like kind of like an alpha vibe, intimidating at times. Do you find that men are intimidated by you?
Who cares? Good.
You
if
like
you're
that?
intimidated by me, then you ain't a man. Fuck yourself.
There you go. There you
Fucking
go.
half a fag. Get out of here.
That's great.
What am I gonna do? If a man is scared of me, what am I gonna do? Go home with him and scissor him? No. No.
Do you find that happens though? Like, do you try to talk to a guy, or do you ever feel that you're intimidating people, or how does that work?
I find yes and no. I find the real scrawny little guys that are built like a third grader, you know, sit in their mother's basement at 45 playing, what's that game, Minecraft? And jerking off to the 1 minute free version of Pornhub. The ones that always approach me, and I'm thinking, wow, what a catch. Killing it, Christy. You're killing it in the game. And it's always the hot ones that are scared to talk to me.
Well, why do you think that is? Are they afraid that you're just cooler than them or something?
Probably. I don't know. They probably think I just don't care. I just don't. I don't care unless, I have my list of guys that I like. So, if you don't live up to part of that list, then you got to go.
What is the criteria for Christy Miller?
You have to be Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, so that's most
Cena.
of us are.
Andrew Cuomo, hot. He could get it.
Really? You have a thing for Andrew Cuomo?
I have such a thing for Andrew Cuomo.
And those people who are saying good things, it's only because they don't know me. When they get to know me, they have a much different opinion.
Did you always had that, or just because of the COVID and how he handled things in the beginning?
I always thought he was sexy, but I'm not into older dudes. I don't fuck guys my age or older. No. They're busted, with the dad bods and the internal dick that goes in, because it's like around 40, the dick just kind of gave up, so it just started protruding in. and it's like I don't have time for it. I like guys that I like big, strong, macho idiots that are gentle, that pet the kitty nicely.
Right.
But Cuomo, you know, I always thought he was hot, and I always thought his brother was hot, and then, you know, when all this COVID thing came down, his big dick energy came out, and it's like, Dad's home.
Spaghetti and meatballs every Sunday. I started my tomato sauce before I left. We're going to go back. We're going to sit at the table, have our spaghetti and meatballs on Sunday.
You know, Dad came home and took care of all of us kids, and he just didn't give a fuck. He read everybody. And then his nipple piercings.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Honey, any man who is confident enough to wear a polo shirt, a Ralph Lauren polo with barbell nipple piercings coming through and not give a fuck, that's confidence. That's big dick energy. Because I don't know any man in my life that would walk out either in a Ralph Lauren polo, let alone barbell piercing sticking out. They'd be embarrassed. But not Cuomo. His big dick comes out swinging, the barbell, the titties are doing curls while he's talking. You know, he could bang me like a screen door in a tornado.
Yeah, Cuomo, I gotta say, you know,
I think you get it.
It does take a lot to kind of go out there and showcase your nipple rings out there. Those things he had, the little barbells.
I would lick those nipple rings to death till the chrome came off. You know what I mean?
So his big BDE is enough to let you see past the shutting down comedy clubs. You're like, I don't care.
And I get why he did. I get why he did. Because to me, human life is more valuable. We'll get back to it. This is temporary. People need to get over themselves. This is all fucking temporary.
Right.
So I'd rather save all of our lives and come out of this healthy than lose another 170,000 people because an asshole had to tell a really shitty joke. I have 6 minutes of material. I'm a headliner. Good, kill yourself. How about that?
Wow.
Go suck on a dirty microphone that's been at the comedy club for 38 years, that's never been cleaned and has Sheba Mason's lipstick on it. And you know what I mean? And all the mouth breathers that have told jokes over the years. Kill yourself. Good. I'd rather keep us out a few more months. I don't care. Because it's all temporary. Then we can all go back stronger, healthier, safer.
Right. No, I see that point, and you know, I agree to it to a degree. But you know, when you're outdoors, like the patio, I don't know if you've been to the patio at the Governor's.
I haven't yet, but I saw the setup, and it was great. And I know in the city why they're shutting it down, because all the little pansy noise complaints. Right. I get it. I know why. Right. And I was thinking, I'm like, everybody's getting shut down. All of a sudden, all these guys in Jersey I was hearing about, and Governor's getting shut down. I go, okay, which loser comic didn't get booked, got mad, and reported it? That's what I want to know.
You might be onto something there.
That's the tea. Let me tell you, it wasn't, they don't care. You're outdoors. Everybody was adhering to safety measures and CDC guidelines. If we can eat outside, you can tell jokes outside. And Governor's is not in a residential area where it's bothering anybody.
Right,
and the outdoor clubs in Jersey aren't in residential areas where it's bothering anybody. New York City is in residential areas, and you can hear that shit for blocks away. And especially if it's really bad comedy, I'll shoot them. I'm shutting them down. Cuomo, don't worry. Stay in Albany. I got You know what I mean?
It's crazy times and crazy.
So I think it's I think it's comics who aren't getting booked.
You might be onto something there. It definitely could have been a
jealousy.
Yeah, an upset comedian who decided to call and report and try to shut it down. And
come on, all these comedians during the pandemic on social media outing racist comics, outing sexist comics. It's them. I'm telling you, it's them. Trust Mama. Right. She'll tell you.
Because you do have a point. Because like if you're on Facebook and you see a lot of battles ensuing of this comedy group versus this comedy group and this clique versus that clique. Yeah. What do you make of all of that? From like, I don't know what kind of cliques you're involved in, but kind of from an outside looking in, what do you think of are we destroying our own comedy community? Or
there's so many cliques in comedy. What it's going to do, and it's mostly the bottom feeders that get involved in this shit. You never see the big guys getting involved in Facebook feuds. You know what I mean? They're too
Right,
busy
right.
trying to cover up their pedophilia in their DMs. Hello, ba-dum-bum. Thank you. I'm here all week. That's a Chris D'Elia joke, in case you weren't wondering, Jeff Ross. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Having fun at all? You okay? Everything all right? You upset about something? You okay?
Yes.
Right? But they got bigger problems than social media. So it's all these bottom feeders that are on social media creating these groups, fighting this one against this one. It's the racists against the sexists, against the homophobes, against the xenophobes, against the pedophiles, and it's like, you're ruining your own reputation. Because us that are been in the game a long time, 20 plus, 30 years,
right,
we're not paying attention to that. We got other shit to do. We actually have things going on. Oh my God, I was sucking dick when you were still in diapers. Do you understand me? Oh my God, my underwear is older than you. I think I still have fucking shit stains on my underwear from 1987 that you weren't even born yet. Oh my God, I was fucking 16 years old blowing the fucking backstage security at the Motley Crue show, and you're barely hanging on in a fucking ball sack, just fucking making, fuck you.
Are you based in New York, or are you based in LA now? Okay,
no, I'm in
cool.
New York. I've been in New York 15 years.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, I left LA 15 years ago. I came here because I was opening for Paul Mooney every week.
Your pussy's better than your mama's pussy, and you come over and eat my pussy. I said, what kind of crazy shit is this? I said, the devil wrote this. I threw that. The devil wrote this.
Oh, nice. So there you talk about learning from a veteran, like seasoned vet guy wrote for, Richard Pryor, and I mean,
everybody.
He's the man.
Yeah,
so that's...
and then I work with Dice too on occasion.
I mean, come on. What are you, suckers? From the minute you wake up in the morning, there it is. CNN, Facebook, Twitter, the violence, the mudslinging. This campaign is disgusting.
Opening for him is so much fun.
He must have loved you.
Yeah, we've been friends almost 25 years.
Yeah, that's pretty
And I'm on
cool.
one of his album covers back in the day, face down, ass up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that was
awesome.
back before social media and all that stuff. So you remember there was this is when Tower Records was still open. So we're talking the 90s, early 2000s, somewhere in there. And so he calls me up one day and he's like, Christy, how do you feel about showing your ass? I'm like, to who? And he goes, on the album cover.
Wow, so you immortalize it. Your ass is the ass on
And then the album cover, they used to put the banners on the side of the building. So there's this big picture of my ass, me and two porn stars kneeling down in front of Dice for face down, ass up. And the funniest thing ever, I wish, because this is back then when we had landlines and voicemail.
Right.
So I checked my voicemail and I hear Paul Mooney's voice. Homie, I just saw your big fat white nigga ass on Sunset. Too funny, homie. Call me back. And I tried to save that message as long as I could.
It's not up for discussion. It's what the fuck it is.
Yeah, so it was before camera phones and all that stuff. So I never got a picture of it on the building. I got a copy of the poster and a CD as a parting gift for showing my ass.
And you're immortalized forever, So
Yeah.
and that right now the picture is probably showing on my show right now as we talk about it. So there we go.
So if anybody asks which one is me, I'm the black girl in the middle.
Okay. Okay. So do you still keep in touch with like Mooney or Dice?
Oh, Dice, yeah. I still work with them on occasion. When Eleanor is not around, I'll work with them. And I went on road with them last September before all this shit happened.
Yeah.
I still talk to him. We talked during the pandemic, and he just checks on me. You okay? And yeah, I'm alive. You? Yeah. All right. See you later. Fuck out of here.
There you go. That's when you're close friends when.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've been friends 25 years. We're like family.
I'm over there, and now I came over here, but then I back up, now I'm over here. You see what I'm saying?
But you must be itching to get on a stage. I mean, the good thing is you're working on all these other projects that you might not have gotten to had it not been for COVID. So in a way, has has this quarantine helped you to start these other projects?
In a crazy, just fucked up silver lining way, COVID was great in that way. Because I learned computers, because, you know, I'm turning 50 in 3 weeks, so you know how smart we are.
Wow, God bless you. Look amazing.
Thank you. You know, it's a lot of cock. You know, it's those barbell titties Cuomo has. Yes.
Barbell titties.
You know, I do curls.
That's it. Keeps you. Wow, ladies,
God,
I hope you're
Cuomo
taking
hears this. Cuomo, can you hear? Are you bugging this?
Yeah.
Cuomo is a huge fan of the show, so he's definitely tuned in right now. He takes a break from what he's doing, and he sits back and he watches this and
It's like,
loves
you
it.
know, I'm gonna watch Dawn Sill. Apparently without a mask.
He doesn't wear the mask on the show.
But he's socially distant, so it's okay.
That was not, you were beyond. Don't call me, I'll call you.
Cuomo and his barbell today. He's watching. So Cuomo, please get in touch with Christy Miller. She wants to lick your barbell titty.
If people do that, the infection rate will be fine. If we get undisciplined or sloppy, then you're going to see it go up.
Been able to lift weights in 5 months, so I'm pent up. So I could use a little pounding, you know.
There you go.
You know, I need some, you know, Planet Fitness, if you know what I'm saying.
Right now, Cuomo's like, she's in somewhere in Brooklyn. I am going to take a
She's
ride.
in Hell's Kitchen.
In Hell's Kitchen.
There's a lot of fags in Hell's Kitchen. I know she's not getting any. I'm going in.
I'm heading there now. I am not a computer nerd. But
I better go now before I'm too old to fuck.
I'm getting my stash of Viagras and going there now.
Oh, yeah. He could smash me like a watermelon at a Gallagher concert.
That is so awesome that you have this thing for him and that you want him that so bad. This is great.
Oh, yeah. It's I love macho. I love men that just take over and take control. It's like moist, you know. Hey, Zaddy. You know?
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Just to turn Christy on, I'm going to shut down a bunch more things.
No, to turn me on, he's going to make fun of de Blasio. I'm going to punk de Blasio, his fucking fugazi ass. Oh, say it again.
She believes a lot of change is needed. I'm proud of her that she cares so much and she was willing to go out there and do something about it.
De Blasio is a bitch. She's going to be my bitch.
Yeah, I know who's the top in that marriage. The colored one. You know he still says colored. He's that old.
Shit.
The bottom line is I will let her speak for herself in any way that she wants to, but I admire that she was out there trying to change something that she thought was unjust and doing it in a peaceful manner.
What's your take on the world right now? How's it going to get better?
I don't like to discuss politics because it's so divided. And people know where my heart lies in politics, and they know who I'm voting for. So I don't want it to be about that because I'm tired of it.
Yeah,
but
I hear you.
But things need to change in the White House. There needs to be an ousting, and it's not about parties anymore. It's about democracy. Fuck the party system right now. It's not even, get that out of everybody's head. There's danger and it's bad. There's a lot of, and we have to get the cancer out and then just reset and start over and fix everything. But so you kind of know where I stand.
Right.
But
right.
I don't, it's not my place to tell people how to vote. If it was, I would be on a soapbox every day. First, I'd fucking push de Blasio off of it and then stand on it myself because I hate that fucker too. But just because he's in my party doesn't mean we like him. It's, you know, just because we go to the same school, homie, doesn't mean we hang out, bitch. So let's just get that right. So,
now,
but
if let's just say you were president You won the nomination. You're the president.
Oh, you don't want that to happen.
What would you do? Like, what would be some of the first things you would do? How do you think you like? I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but is there what do you think of some of the answers? Like some of the easy fixes.
First of all, I'd get everybody a hooker.
Yeah, you already got my vote.
Oh, honey. You know what's happened? I've got a runner in my pantyhose. I'm not wearing pantyhose.
Everybody needs to get laid right now. And I would ban Facebook.
Yes.
Because people need to get the fuck off of the computer and fucking get a hobby. Even under quarantine, I found things to do to keep myself busy.
Yeah, you become more successful.
You can idle hands are the devil's hands. So when those devil's hands start typing on Facebook, because Facebook is everybody's inside voice, things you shouldn't say out loud.
Right.
Because that's the shit that's going to haunt you. Anything in print, on Twitter, on Facebook, is going to haunt you for the rest of your life. So people need to learn how to filter themselves. But since they can't, because we're idiots, we're all fucking 5 years old, and we need structure and a daddy to tell us what to do. And we need leadership that we don't have right now. Everybody's going crazy. It's like, do you have kids?
Yes.
Okay. If you just sat back and just, did your thing and just let the kids run rampant in the house, that house would be fucked up.
That's very true.
And then you'd have to get that British nanny to come over and fix it. And
tell me how much of a shitty job I'm doing.
Right.
No, let's be real. No, let's cut that. Come on, let's be real here. Let's be real.
So first I'd get everybody a hooker.
Like it.
I would ban Facebook and I'd get that English bitch nanny to come over and set everybody straight.
What? I can't think of any other way we would be putting it.
So she'd be your VP?
Yep, she would be my VP. She'd go to everybody's house. I'd go, no, bitch, it's not a press conference. You are getting door-to-door service from this bitch. If it takes all 4 years, you got to talk on people's houses. You are knocking on these fucking people's houses, kicking their asses, knocking some sense into them, and tell them that 5G is not going to murder them, and George Soros don't give a fuck about you or anything else. So just stop.
This is your warning. If you choose not to listen to what I am saying right now, then I am putting you straight into discipline.
Do what the fuck you want. Live your life. If you want to tuck your dick, put on a skirt, eat an edible, and put nipple clamps on and hang from a building, child, I got you, honey. Let's turn America into one big party. Like we're gonna have a 50-state block party.
That'd be awesome.
We're gonna have the biggest cookout when I win the inauguration. While I'm getting sworn in. No, not DC, bitch. It's D country. That's what it is.
There you go.
We're gonna have a nationwide cookout. Everybody, get your ass off that computer. Get yourself some barbecue chow. Get your favorite drink. Get your edibles, honey. Get out your little baby pools. Get out the sprinklers. We're gonna have a fucking good old-fashioned cookout together.
Nah, I'm loving your America. I'm loving your America.
See, right?
Yes.
And then we all feel good. Everybody's happy. We all love each other. And then when we're all together, guess what? Powerful, great shit happens.
There you go. There you go. Like you said, when people are united, good things can come of it. And what better way than hookers and some edibles and a cookout.
And a cookout, yeah.
Listen up. That was my skull. I'm so wasted.
There you go. It's all we need. And some good music.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Great music. Put on some Sylvester. Do you wanna fuck? Tell me now. Nobody can be in a bad mood when Sylvester's playing.
There you go.
I don't care how racist you are, how sexist you are. When Sylvester comes on, you'll put that gun down and that, Ted Nugent will start shaking his racist ass. He'll be like, yeah.
Ted Nugent loves
it. Got a good song. I still want to fuck a 13-year-old, but fuck it. This is a good groove. Hell yeah, Sylvester. Get it, honey. Let's fucking turn New York City into a block party barbecue and just fucking rock out with our cocks out.
Let's do it. Love it.
Get everybody on the same page and get everybody loving each other again.
I love where your head's at, Christy. You're
right?
You're right there. This is
it's all about
utopia.
love, dude. It's all about love.
Yes, indeed. You gotta love it. But I think we are, our numbers are down. We did,
We're
flatten the curve.
crushing it, bro. Now
Yeah,
we're just
so-
playing the waiting game to see how the schools turn out. God, I would not send my kid back to school right now. I would wait till January.
It's a scary time for that because, like you said, you are, potentially putting lives at risk, but like there is people who want to get the world back moving again. They want, parents who rely on the school.
We all do. We all do. Nobody wants to sit. If New York is closed, something's wrong, because in the first 3 months of COVID, we lost almost $9 billion in tax revenue. For New York to shut down, something's wrong. We don't, this is a city that never sleeps. We're fucking asleep right now. So New York City is the financial heartbeat of this country. If something's wrong and we have to shut down, there's a problem. Because New York don't stop for nobody.
Yeah, I mean, like
we only took a month. Listen, 9/11, we took a month off and got our shit. We just said, this building dust is terrible. We went back to work a month later.
Yeah.
Okay? So that didn't stop us. So if something is stopping us, something is wrong.
Right. There's got to be something
So
like
listen,
seriously. Yeah.
listen to what's happening. I'm the first one. The moment the gyms and the comedy clubs open, you know how the Roadrunner runs and it's a flame on the street? I will mow an old lady down to get back to the gym and a comedy club. I don't give a fuck. I'll punch her in the face. Bitch, you're in the way. You're walking too slow. I need to get back to work. I can't stand living in this box anymore. I can't sit on my ass all day on a computer anymore. I want to get back to work.
Yeah, it's tough.
If Big Daddy Cuomo and the scientists are saying, let's take it, let's ease into it. It's like I told someone, I said, right now we need to treat America like anal. You got to zhuzh the rim a little bit,
Yeah.
Zhuzh.
Like
you got to rub the rim, massage the rim, let it know something's there.
Right.
We're zhuzhing the rim, outdoor dining, we're zhuzhing the rim.
Right.
Then you put a little tip in, about fingernail deep, right, just to see, and you kind of zhuzh a little more. And then, okay, not too deep. That's that's kind of we get to go shopping now. We need to go to retail. All right, so you pull it out, let them breathe a little bit, then you go a little deeper, like up to the first knuckle. Okay, okay, so we can, no more curbside service. Now we can go inside and actually look at things with a mask on. Okay. Then you pull it out, you go, you okay? And then you pull the dick out and you start rubbing around the rim, let it know something a little bit bigger is coming, And then you take the head of the dick, you zhuzh it, and then you like poke the eye in a little bit. Slow. Okay, those are the schools. Slow. Woo, I'm not ready for this. Okay, breathe, relax. And then they actually put the head of the dick in. Hey, God damn it! Bite the pillow, pull it out. That's 1 week on, 1 week off. It's just before you shove the dick all the way in, you got to make sure it's ready.
Wow, that was a great way to put it, and I'm also like fully aroused right now. Well, you're freaking awesome, Christy. I'm really loving you, and I would love to have you back on the show a lot.
Please. I love you to death. You're so awesome.
So are you. You're great. Tell everybody again where they could find you, see you, and what you got coming up and all that good stuff.
You could find me in my apartment because it's quarantine. Hey-oh! No, I was kidding. You can find me on the Facebook, obviously, Christy Miller. I post a lot of stupid memes and crazy shit there. And that's also where I do Christy Unleashed with JC Best live every Thursday at 10 o'clock on Facebook. And then I'm on Instagram at Christy Miller Official, Twitter at Bitchy Slambora, because that was my roller derby name back in the day when I played.
Nice.
And what else? I'm on the Hot Mic. And I'll be doing this Sunday, August 30th at 8 o'clock, the commentary on the MTV Video Music Awards. I will be roasting everybody. So
Awesome.
Tune in, and it's free to download with the code Christy524. And look out for a new show, a new network, BMG Comedy on Viva Live TV, our show, The Comedy Gauntlet.
Excellent.
And so comics, get ready because we're creating a show and creating more work for us. So And I'm sure I'll be with Don more often now.
Yes, I would definitely. You're awesome, and I just love talking to you. You're great.
Yeah, thank you, Don. Thank you for having me. I love you. You rock.
I love you.
Love you. No, you.
Yeah, you.
You.
Another one.
See the people walking down the street, earbuds in, you know they're listening. Two Gloves Comedy Club Radio, oh, but why just audio? Because we on TV, we on TV, we on TV. Yeah, we on TV. We on TV.
The tower was nice. We're here on Bald Hill with Andrew Plagenos. Andrew, so tell me now, this Bald Hill is more than just a veterans memorial.
All right, so let me put it this way: it's like when you said, "Hey Andy, I was thinking let's meet at Bald Hill," and I thought to myself, just for a second, is Don trying to hook up with me right now? Because this is sort of like a notorious closeted gay male hookup place.
Wow, I did not know that. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Let's get the hell out of here, man. What the fuck? What kind of place are we in? Let's get the hell out of here. Oh.
Benny is.
I hope you didn't pay. Usually it's free.
Benny, I think Benny took advantage of the hookup.
When you called and you almost couldn't find the place, though, I was going to suggest the park and ride. Maybe we go to exit 58 park and ride. Maybe you'd like that better.
So I always heard the myths that this was a kind of a gay hookup place, and you're telling me that this is true now.
I mean that was like I said, I've never been up here, probably because I'm that insecure with myself. Yeah, except with you guys.
So has it been fear because you grew up, or not grew up, but you lived around here all your life? This is your first time coming up here. Is that why? And are you homophobic?
No, I just haven't completely discovered everything about myself. I like to think that there's a whole world out there I don't know about. I'm not vibing or anything.
So you're saying there's a chance?
How you doing? Monty Belligerent here. Today I'm going to talk about lying. I don't mean lying around, I mean lies. Because they keep saying, like, Donald Trump is a liar. He lied 20,417 times. Joe Biden lied 6,212 times. Bill Clinton is still lying. All politicians lie. But we don't call it lies. What do we call it? Exaggerations. If you exaggerate, is that a lie? Did you ever lie on your resume? Of course you did, but that's not a lie. That's called an embellishment. What about this one? Lies of omission. Did you ever tell your wife you were somewhere and you weren't really there? You were really somewhere else? Well, you know what that is? You didn't tell us something because it's a lie of omission. What are you gonna do? Fibs, white lies, we all lie. But you know what? Politicians lie because you know what they do? They're giving us false hope. Everything's great. Not necessarily a lie. We think it might be great, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's a little bit not great, but we're gonna try to make it great. It's all a lie. Liars lie. If you don't think you're a liar, well then you're a liar. All men are liars. Their words ain't worth no more than worn out tires. Look, I'm Monty Belligerent, and I'm not lying. Oh, I could be. What are you gonna do?
This is my new friend. I love her. She's magical. She's feisty. She tells it like it is. And she's celebrating her 51st or 50th? 51 years married to the same man.
And I never do it again.
You'll never do a man again, or you'll never do him again? I love her. What's your secret?
I'm 77 years old also.
And this woman gardens. She actually bench presses anybody who steps to her way, right?
I don't take shit from nobody, I'm Italian.
And she's a great cook. I'm waiting for her to cook some soul.
What's that I see on the TV? Who Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up is on the TV. Make sure you tune in and subscribe. Don and Benny, they're awesome.
Und hello, Dr. Fedora here again. And this time I traveled all the way around the world to visit the great Republic of China. And I've gone ahead and I noticed there's lots of corona still all over this place here. And ni hao to you too. No, I had back this morning for breakfast. And anyway, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to travel to other places that don't have the corona. And in China, definitely corona. And also, since I'm here, and I didn't get a chance to try one of the delicacies that Mike Keegan likes to have, and I want to take the time to go ahead and wish Mike Keegan a very, very happy birthday, all the way in China, or as he says it, China. And catch me next week when I try to find some places that don't have corona. Take care.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and our next guest is a writer and biographer who has worked on such books as Anthony Cumia's Permanently Suspended, as well as Tom Dresden's Still Standing. And here he is with us right now, Johnny Russo. Johnny, how you doing, man?
I'm all right. You know, I'm in Florida. You know, I'm a New Yorker. You can tell from my accent, I'm not from Alabama. I feel like, you know, I've been down here since February, right before the real shit hit the fan in New York with the virus. You know, I feel like I'm a mix between Steve Martin's character in My Blue Heaven.
Good morning, sir. Would you like to try a vanilla bran oat crunchy? What do you think?
And Ray Liotta at the end of Goodfellas when he orders spaghetti and meatballs and he gets, you know, ketchup and noodles.
Wow. What part of Florida are you in?
I'm in an undisclosed location outside of Orlando in a gated community on a river on an Italian villa condo.
Wow.
That the woman I'm currently sleeping with owns.
Well, there you go. And just in time for the quarantine, you get to be you get to be in a beautiful place with the woman you're currently sleeping with and just kind of enjoying the quarantine, I would imagine.
Yeah, listen, you know what? I got a bulldog down here, and, you know, we just go out to make a quick food stop and, you know, a quick stop at the liquor store. And other than that, you know, I've been in since March.
Wow, there you go, man. And because Florida keeps getting, it seems like the numbers kind of keep on tilting with Florida. Just when you think it's over, Florida gets hit harder again and again and again. Is it because of the old people down there? What's going on?
I think because nobody gives a shit down here. It's really weird. It's like you go out, you know, I'll go out to just buy, you know, a quick stop, you know, and I can't even drive down here. So my broad's got to drive me to the liquor store for me to get a bottle of Tito's. Even when I go, no one's wearing masks. No one's wearing gloves. There's no 6 feet distancing. There's nothing going on. I think that's part of it. You know, so I mean, so no one gives a shit down here. You know, in New York, it's like if you don't wear a mask, it's like you're a Nazi Germany, and they call you out.
Yeah, it's kind of extreme here with the mask wearing. You know, most places you have to wear them, otherwise you get thrown out.
I like wearing masks because I have a double chin, and I mean, years ago, you remember you'd go to, if you were flying to Los Angeles or Vegas, and you go to the airport like JFK, and you see these, you know, Asians coming off, you know, from, you know, Air Japan, and they'd be wearing masks, and you're thinking, oh, they're so crazy. Why are they wearing masks? Me, I'm thinking, Jesus, I wish that was in fashion. I would love to walk down Park Avenue, go to the Friars Club, and just wear a mask without people thinking I just escaped from the 9th floor of Bellevue.
Hey, well, now your dreams have come true. They're in fashion, and now everyone's getting special masks. And
Get the ShamWow mask made in Germany and the USA.
But now you've written some cool books. Now, how do you get involved in doing this? Is this, like writing for Anthony Cumia? Just walk me through the steps it takes to break into this industry and be a part of a biography like that.
Yeah, that's a great question. It took me 8 years to get a book published. 8 years. I got signed with my literary agency that I have now in 2010, and I didn't get my first book published, which was with Cumia, until November of 2018. And I went through probably 7 different books that just got rejected for different reasons. Even with the Cumia book, once we had that, a lot of people turned us down.
What? As I look at the camera like an idiot. The fucking rookie.
They were going off of, Artie Lang, particularly at that time, he had a book out that didn't do very well, and they were kind of comparing us to him and his book sales. Also Gilbert Godfrey had a book that didn't do well. So they were in the publisher's mind, they were thinking, 6 years ago this would have been okay, but now we don't know what the market kind of is. But we kind of lucked out, and we landed with a guy named Anthony Zaccardi at Postal Press, who is now one of my best friends, and he published our book, and it turned out to be a huge, huge success because Anthony has a huge following. And if you just do a book with a guy that has a huge following, that makes all the difference.
Oh, right. All right. I guess I'll be out here. I have everything. Cookies look great.
Can I help you with something?
I'm having cookies.
You're having cookies?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
I was online and I found a friend.
A friend?
Cookie?
You write that. Are you spending a lot of time with Anthony and kind of like, are you the main biographer? Are you the main writer behind it all? Or how's that work? How's that dynamic?
Yeah, me and Anthony would usually be at least once a week for 3 or 4 hours. But I mean, everybody I work with, I become friends with. So, I would go to Anthony's show and he tapes Monday through Thursday, 4 to 6 in Manhattan. So I'd go to the studio, and afterwards we'd either, go to the Friars Club for a drink or somewhere else for a drink. And then we just interview him basically and record the interview, transcribe that, and just kind of piece together almost like a Tetris thing on how the book wants to go. Well, all right, we'll put this here, we want to start out beginning. So it's kind of a mishmash of how we want to narrate the book. But basically it starts with just hanging out, doing interviews. But the funnest part was just hanging out with Anthony, and going to the Friars Club, or there's an Irish pub across from the studio where all the guys go after the show, and either at his apartment, and just a ton of stories. And he's just a great guy, the funnest guy you want to be around.
That's really cool. And that's what's cool too about when you do have the opportunities to go to the Friars Club and you're kind of around that kind of old school vibe. I've never been to the Friars Club. Tell me what it's like when you walk in and like see all these guys.
It was, I got to the Friars Club a month after September 11th. October 2001, I got it initiated into the Friars Club.
Wow.
Alan King and Freddie Roman got me in. I started out as a comic, and Alan King saw me at the Friars Club. And I remember walking into the lobby, and Alan had the cigar when he could still smoke in those days. And he gave me one of those choice. I was like, "Kid, you're going to be a friar." And he told me to call Freddie the next day.
Wow.
And I went down to 55th Street, and I picked up an application. I wrote out right away, and I got in as soon as I could get in.
So, hold on.
And that was my fraternity. That was my frat house.
Dude.
I got kicked out of the Friars more times than over the last 20 years, more times than I can remember, just being drunk and just, hitting on broads. And I mean, but, I was always let back in. But that was my frat house. It's going to be 19 years this October. I mean, I've been a member of that place. Yeah.
Freddie's still with us. How is it meeting Freddie Roman? Because I talked to him, Freddie, once on the phone a long time ago. Nice guy. He's really nice.
Yeah, they're all good guys. I never met anybody that was like, you know, a schmuck or, you know, or like pretentious. They're all good guys.
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
met anybody that was, you know, a real asshole. I really
Yeah.
don't. I never have. You know, I mean, and even, you know, particularly when I was young and before I was turned 21, they made me swear on the Torah, the Bible, the Constitution, that I wouldn't take a sip of alcohol until I turned 21. And, you know, of course I did. But because they would lose their liquor license if anybody found out.
Right,
you know, as
yeah.
a kid, I was the youngest friar for like 10 years. And I would go there 2-3 times a week at least. Thursday nights was a big night there. Usually Tuesdays, Thursdays.
So when was this, in like the 90s? Like,
No, this is 2001 I started.
Yeah, so
a
early
month after, literally a month.
Oh, yeah,
after
you said that.
September 11th.
So now, are you still a friar? Like, can you still to this day go into the clubs?
I'm still a friar, but the club is going under some weird stuff right now. Some guys got in the club in leadership positions that just robbed the place blind. It got raided by the FBI. It's been audited, and I guess conveniently, like they say, a pipe burst in downstairs and flooded the entire place. I think that it's almost like the you know, like setting a house on fire to get the insurance money.
Right.
But they still say the club will be reopened in March, I think. But that place is part of my soul, you know, and it's such a great building. It's a national landmark. You know, on 55th between Park and Madison. It's one of those townhouses. It's been there for over 100 years.
Wow.
And it's just a magnificent building. And I would always take, you know, any dates, any friends go there. One, because you don't have to pay. You know, there's no cash. They'll just charge you at the end of the month, which I would never pay anyway.
Right.
But so, no, I was like, they're like, Johnny, why you just want to meet at the Friars Club? Well, you know, because I don't have any cash on me, and I'm not going to pay the bill anyway. So this one, let's have 14 vodkas and call it a night.
So you, this is great, man. So you were a stand-up. How long were you doing it? How long were you in the comedy world?
I started out by just like, I got into the comic strip by just a weird coincidence. Well, I started at the New York Comedy Club on 24th Street, or I think it was 24th Street. I just walked into the joint the summer I graduated high school, and I was like, is there a job here? Can I do anything? Just get some stage time. And Al Martin, who owns a Broadway Comedy Club now, he's like, you know, you can be a bar back and you get 5 minutes at the end of the night. I was like, fine, I'll do it. So I was doing that 6-7 weeks a night. And I was going to go to a Hofstra the next year. But, you know, I met, you know, I got into the comic strip. I met so many great people. I got a manager. I got an agent. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to go to Hofstra. I'm just going to move to the city and just do stand-up comedy. And I got into the comic strip by just complete happenstance. My grandmother's best friend was Kevin James's grandmother. And we got introduced one day at a pizza place with him and Ray Romano. So,
wow.
And I was walking into the comic strip one day. I was literally opening a door to the comic strip, and Kevin James and Lucian Hold, the legendary manager of the comic strip, were walking out. I bumped into Kevin. It's like, hey, Kevin, I'm trying to... And then he introduced me to Lucian. And now all of a sudden, in Lucian's eyes, I'm an important guy because Kevin James knows me.
Right,
and
yeah.
That's how that happened. And so I became friends with Lucian, and that's how I got into the... So I did that until I got a show on HBO in 2005 called House Arrest with Chris Colombo.
There's people in the world that have it worse than me. Like I told you, I believe in Jewish logic, Jewish philosophy. Get hit by a bus, you lose a leg. Thank God you still got one. Hopefully I come back, pick up, and leave the bad behind and look forward to the good.
And this guy, Chris Colombo, was the son of Joe Colombo, you know, the head of one of the 5 families in New York. Right. and this debuted Thanksgiving night, 2005, right after, on HBO, right after Curb Your Enthusiasm, the greatest lead-in you could have at the time.
Yeah, wow.
And the premise of the show was Chris Colombo, the mobster felon, had an ankle bracelet, which is true. He had an ankle bracelet, and he had to be home every night before midnight. Otherwise, the thing would go off, and state troopers and helicopters would come down on its compound upstairs. So we'd like party in Manhattan and see for as long as we could, and see if we can get back to the compound upstate before midnight. And HBO bought the show, unbelievably. Like the head of it, like Sheila Nevins, who was like the goddess of HBO documentaries, and Judith Regan, who was the head of like China. She was an executive producer on that. And they bought the show that they had for one episode, and they didn't pick it up. They picked up the it was between us and the Bunny Ranch thing in Vegas.
These are for our naughty boys. A little training can't hurt anybody.
So after that, I by happenstance, I got into politics. I was a speechwriter for John McCain on his presidential run.
We face formidable challenges. I'm not afraid of them. I'm prepared for them. I'm not the youngest candidate, but I am the most experienced.
Just through political connections, I was actually running state Senate and state assembly campaigns in Westchester, the 91st district and the 38th district, state Senate and state assembly. I was campaign manager on those things, and we lost miserably in 2012. Horrible. Wow. So I worked on basically every level of campaign, and I lost every single one. No fault of my own. No fault of my own.
No, it's like you can't.
It's just because running in New York as Republicans, you basically have no chance unless you're in Staten Island or Peter King's district or like little pockets upstate New York. Other than that, if you're in Long Island, I mean Lee Zeldin's a miracle. Thank God for Lee Zeldin. And other than that, it's very tough.
It's very tough.
I never worked on a winning campaign ever.
But now, like, if you look at the world now with this COVID stuff and like Governor Cuomo, I don't know how you feel about him or whatever, but he just recently passed another law here where we got to shut down all these comedy clubs and nightclubs. Wherever you got to pay a ticket to attend is now shut down. So it shut down governors, even their patio outside and all that. What's your take on this, the COVID era and these laws of shutting everything down? And like you said, in Florida, it's very relaxed, and with the masks and things. Here, they're shutting everything down again. What do you think? If you had a message to Cuomo, what would it be?
Well, the governor is no fan of mine. I remember he had a speech at the Friars Club, and I had a couple of drinks, and I went upstairs and asked him a few questions that he wasn't pleased about. So I know he's no fan of Johnny Russo.
I don't know what they're not understanding. This is not life as usual. None of this is life as usual.
And
so you talked to Cuomo too before?
Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, his father Mario I knew well, and when he was out of office, Mario was, on a personal level, great guy.
Right.
I think Andrew's kind of a prick.
This is not a joke, and I am not kidding.
On a personal level.
I can see that.
I mean, Andrew, yeah, but he is no fan of mine, and I'm not a fan of his. I think it's a little ridiculous. I think there's a way to do it safely. There is a way to do it and do it safely, where people can still make some kind of a living and still be some kind of artistic and still do something that they want to do. There is a way to do it. We're working in the parameters of what the government wants to do to keep people safe. There is a way to do that. Just shut it down completely. It's complete horseshit. Yeah. I think it's a cover your ass thing. I did notice that the Nassau County executive, who was a Democrat, did send a letter to Cuomo saying, please, let these people do what they want to do, within the parameters of the safety, 6 feet, the masks, that should be allowed. That should be allowed.
Yeah, and that was huge that she did that she wrote that letter, and that she has the back and the support of the comedy club. Yeah, because these comedians need to work. People need to laugh. People need to get out. It's for everyone, not just for, you look at the wait staff, the cooks.
Right. Yeah, it's a trickle-down effect. It affects so many more people than behind the scenes than you can even imagine.
Well, you're awesome, man. This was really cool talking to you. You've been around. You've done a lot of cool, crazy stuff too, man. I mean, Friars Club. meeting, all of those comedians, those great comics from back in the day, Freddie Roman, and
Yeah,
all the
those
way
guys.
to writing speeches for.
It's been a wild ride, yeah. And and I turn 38 next month, so I don't.
Wow.
I mean, my liver is probably in the 70s. My liver needs some quick Social Security checks, but otherwise, I'm at 38 on paper.
Wow, so you're a young guy.
Yes.
And you still got a long way ahead, man. I mean, geez, who knows what's going to happen next for you?
We'll see. It's going to be a wild ride.
Well, Johnny, I appreciate it. Where can people, why don't you just plug your books and plug away?
Just go to Amazon.com and you can type in Johnny Russo, JohnnyRusso, and you can have a buffet of 3 books that you can choose from. The Body Snatcher's Life, Tom Dreesen Still Standing, My Journey from Streets and Saloons to Stage of Sinatra, and Anthony Comia's book, Permanently Suspended. So all 3 I would recommend, and anybody, from our neck of the woods would certainly love those books.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. And hey, if you talk to Anthony, let him know. We would love to have him on.
I'll shoot him a text. I'll tell him. You got to get on Don's show. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate it so much, man. Thanks, pal.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. You're awesome. Johnny Russo, everybody.
So I want to ask you this question. Is it better to be loved or feared?
That's a good question.
I don't care about that right now. All we need to do is laugh. So make sure that you watch Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up right here on GubsRadio.com.
How many times do I have to tell you? People don't respect him. They fear him. And there's a big difference. You want to be somebody? Be somebody who works for a living and takes care of his family.
We on TV.
All right, everybody. That was a fun show today. We're here with Andrew Plagenos, Benny Rizzuti, here in Gay Bald Hill, having a lot of fun, everybody. But that is our show for today, guys. You guys had a good time?
I had a great time. I had a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, stay tuned. Remember, everybody, go on our YouTube page, hit subscribe, and also like all the stuff you see, and keep us going, keep us running. We are here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We're gonna stay in Bald Hill and see what else happens.
To see what other dudes pull into the parking lot.
It's sausage party. Woo! Peace, y'all.
My name is Silvio Dante. My friend Don Sill, he's got a great show. What's it called?
Put up, stand up, and shut up. No, put up, shut up, and stand up. I keep getting that wrong.
Put up, what is it again? Put up, shut up, and stand up.
I don't know the name of it, but everybody else does.
Put up, shut up, or stand up. Right? Put up, shut up, stand up. Put up, stand up, and shut up.
We'll start over.
Put up, stand up, shut up. Put up, shut up, and stand up. You gotta watch Put Up, Shut Up, and Stand Up with Don Sills. We just had a fucking blast.
That's what I thought. Put up, shut up, stand up. That's what I was gonna say.